my name is Trudy. I am a hypnotherapist and it's my mission to help you get rid of your negative behaviors and help you achieve your dreams quickly and easily. Hi, this is Trudy, your very own hypnotherapist, physical therapist, and a life coach. We have a different format today. And I'm so excited. I have my team person, IT guy. He's also going to join us, but he's going to join us behind the camera. So, hello, Chris.
Hello, I am hiding behind. I am not as amazing as you are in front of the camera, but I will be behind the scene. Let's have a conversation. I think today you have an amazing topic.
I do have an amazing topic today. And on top of that, I also have a story to tell. Well, I am going to talk about one of my friends who had called me a couple weeks ago. She was quite frazzled when she called me over the phone, and she was not herself, and I asked her what is actually happening. She said that she had fallen down because she was running. First thing in the morning, she looked down. By the way, don't look down and run at the same time.
I tell everyone, even you, Trudy, do not look at your phone while running. It's silly. It is just silly.
It is silly, but sometimes we do silly stuff, right? But she was quite mad and upset at herself. She fell and she scraped her knee so badly that she was able to see the tendon underneath, and that freaked her out. The bleeding and looking at the tendon freaked her out. She thought
She didn't pass out, did she?
She did not pass out,
Okay.
no, but it was much worse because I think she started feeling in her body that something is going to be really wrong with her for a really long time.
I would think the same way. I would start panicking and thinking, this is it, this is the end.
I guess she did very similar to that, and she had to call her husband. She didn't want to call 911, but she had to call her husband. He had to pick her up from where she was, hopefully. She wasn't really too far away from her home, so when she got home, she created this story for herself. She thought that she's going to have osteomyelitis. She's going to have a long-lasting injury, and she won't be able to work for days and days and days, and it's going to ruin her life. I could still see that she was pretty much shaken up. And that was the story. She was catastrophizing it.
So for folks who don't know the term catastrophizing, I think it's a very fancy term. Never heard of it before. It sounds cool, but it sounds scary. It's really about panicking and over-exaggerating the thoughts.
Well, yeah, you're right, Chris. And yes, it is anticipation of a worst-come scenario. And we spend a whole lot of energy into it. We think that what if? It's almost like creating a doomsday scenario. Here, she had just fallen down, and here she's creating her story where she is going to have long-lasting damage. She doesn't know whether that's true or not, but she just thought that let's entertain that idea. And she was so much into it, she picked up and she won with that story. And that is
then
catastrophizing.
Goes around and around and around in your
Yes.
brain, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. And if I remember, a couple of days ago, you actually released your newsletter, and you talked about catastrophizing.
I have.
And you provided some key points on how to manage, not necessarily get over, because it can be hard, but how to change your behavior. So perhaps before you do that, let's tell folks about what you do. And here is about what Trudy does.
Stop smoking, lose weight, or stop anxiety online with renowned master hypnotherapist Trudy. That's right, people throughout the United States have attended Trudy's life-changing stop smoking, weight loss, or anxiety hypnotherapy sessions. And now you can attend them too online. That's right, in the comfort of your own home or office.
Hey Trudy, thank you so much for the work that you do. I am so honored and so pleased to have worked with you. In just the 6 sessions that we did, I was able to break through layers and layers and layers of conditioning and trauma that I had been trying to resolve for years prior to meeting you. And within just 1 or 2 sessions, we were able to resolve it right away. So thank you, Trudy. I really appreciate you.
With Trudy's unique hypnosis approach, you are in control. You hear, move, concentrate with ease and without the effort. You experience powerful modalities such as hypnosis, guided visual imagery designed to destroy bad thoughts, cravings, compulsive emotional behaviors, and most importantly, put you back in control. Trudy's hypnosis sessions are hosted on a platform called Zoom that is HIPAA compliant. It provides you the same privacy and security that you would have as if you were doing a telemedicine appointment with your private physician. This provides you the perfect medium, plus your favorite chair, and yes, online virtual sessions are as effective as in person from the comfort of your home or office. Join the thousands who have turned to the #1 hypnotherapy method for creating healthy habits, from losing weight, stopping smoking, reducing anxiety, and more. And yes, our program is not only for adults, but for children as well. And schedule your consultation today.
All right, here we are back talking about catastrophizing. Trudy, in the newsletter you released on Friday, you provided some very, I would like to use the term easy, in quote, to follow steps on how to help when people are catastrophizing. By the way, tell us about how we can find out about your newsletter.
Well, the only thing that you have to do is click the link down below, subscribe it, and every week we talk about something amazing, something wonderful, something powerful. You're going to be able to take that piece of advice and implement that in your life. So I talked about catastrophizing in my newsletter, and I just want to tell you, while I was actually, Chris, talking to my friend, and I didn't tell her what to do, first of all, she just kept going on and on for like at least 20-30 minutes, and at the end of it, even though I did not really tell her what to do, she realized that she emptied her heart out.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, and it seems to me one of the first steps is to be aware, to have an increased sense of awareness. Right?
That is correct. She didn't realize that that's what she was doing earlier. While she was expressing, she was talking about it with me, even though I did not give her the advice, she was able to identify with her feeling. She told me she's feeling so scared. She was telling me she is going to die. And all of those feelings, she was able to put a label to it. And as soon as she put a label to it, she realized that, yes, that's what it is. And yes, that is the first step, is understanding what you are feeling instead of hiding it.
And that is a part that people tend to forget, right? Because they are so entrenched into what's going on right now, and they forget to take a step back.
That is correct.
Right?
Right, because earlier she was really going on with her irrational story. She was just going on and on and on, and she didn't even realize she's going after something that might not even happen. So when she actually talked to me and she was crying and she was upset and she was unhappy, she was able to come up with a solution. She was able to realize what is actually happening, and that also gave her an insight into her own
Makes sense.
thinking.
Makes sense. The second one is, you have told me for years, and I have heard it, and still one that I don't do yet, but I should, and that is meditation. Tell us how meditation can help with catastrophizing. Or
Well,
can it?
Okay, so meditation is what? You're sitting down with yourself, looking at your emotions, and identifying it, acknowledging it. You're kind of like sorting different thoughts, putting them in a different files. So once it's sorted out, you automatically start to realize that there is a difference in your thought process. So, people think meditation is a wastage of time. Meditation is just doing nothing. But as the study suggests, and a lot of Fortune 500 companies also recommend their employees to do daily meditation to perform their job better. So, I think if they can improve their function, even though they're high functioning people, I think we all can learn from it. Yes, meditation, in my opinion, is quite important. So you're not going after irrational behavior.
So, what if someone is not or does not buy into meditation? You had told me you have this audio on, and I can put the link below on SoundCloud, where you provide a 10-minute relaxation audio and techniques. Will that work as well?
Absolutely. Not just sitting down with yourself is for you. Yes, I do have that 10-minute audio. It's a relaxation. Take 10 to relax. That's the name of it. It's just a simple relaxation video. And by you physically relaxing yourself, you're able to mentally relax yourself. So check it out. It's in the description bar down below. And a lot of my clients love it. They listen to it on a daily basis, and it really helps them stay calm. So do not catastrophize.
That makes sense. So one thing that I hear you tell your clients, right, is be aware of your thought and connection to your physical being. I have no clue what that means. Be aware of your thought and connection to your physical being. Can you tell us about that?
Right. Well, it's not as hard once you start looking into. It's so much easier to understand, because most of the time, what we want to do is we want to feel happy. We want to be energetic. We want to get going, and because we have 100,000 things to do in a day, and we all do. We all run busy life. However, from time to time, there's a part of us that's feeling down, sometimes feeling angry. So just being aware of that sensation in your body, instead of just running your script where you're constantly on a go. It's just that's what it is, being aware of what's feeling inside rather than what you want to feel. So that's just the awareness, and that's pretty much. Does that make sense, Chris, to you?
That is much easier than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
When you hear those key terms, it sounds more intimidating than what it should be. You had talked about in your article about catastrophizing. You talked about the importance of and I know you talk about that in your hypnotic sessions as well, being able to rewrite a story and being able to be honest as well.
Right, and let me talk about hypnosis a little bit right here, is when you're looking at your irrational behavior, right, you're going with that story. So your entire being, your physiology, your thought process, and all of the hormones go with that story. However, right here, when you change the perspective and you realize it's really not likely to happen, and you realize that's not going to happen, you change your perspective, you take an action towards something else, you realize it shifts. Once it shifts, that again, every single cell of your body, your physiology, your hormones, they're guiding you towards something completely different. So you're able to change your perspective from you being irrational to you being rational. And once that shift happens, you look at things differently. So now you realize there is no need to catastrophize. Now you can actually understand what's going to happen.
So yeah, so you were telling the other day, this is another form of taking action to face the fear, right? To face the fear, such as a challenge of mine is height. I do not like height. If I go to the Grand Canyon, I cannot look down. And you have told me many times, go there and challenge the fear, face it. And over time, it will get better.
Yeah, and sometimes that's also a very, very useful technique. Is something that you know that you're being afraid of, and when you expose yourself slowly but surely, you're kind of desensitizing your system, and that makes it easier. Yes, it works for many people. Sometimes it doesn't really work for everybody, but that is a very useful way of you working with yourself, understanding. Yes, it is fear, face the fear and do it anyway, something like that. It makes it easier. The other thing that I also talked about in my newsletter is, what if something happens? A worst come scenario. For example, for my friend, she thought that she will have infection and she will have to go through IV antibiotics and whatnot. Let's just say if that happens, then what? What is she going to do? Well, she's going to go to hospital and get treatment done. We know that she's able to do that. She's able to afford. She can do it. And if that worst come worse, she will be able to get treatment, and she will be able to.
So it seems to me like the key is don't catastrophize, but monitor, be aware.
Yes.
In case it gets a bit worse, and if it does, go get help. But it doesn't mean that it will, right?
Right.
By the way, this podcast is for educational purposes only, right? So
Right.
you always say, hey, make sure that if you do think it gets worse, go seek medical advice.
Of course.
But that said, with the same token, no need to panic, right? No need to panic. In fact, that reminds me, a couple of days ago, we had one of your client, Colin, and she's always been very, very afraid. I forgot her name. Very afraid to drive on the highway. And she had a couple hypnosis sessions with you, and she called stating how happy she was, how she was so excited. She now is driving on the highway.
That is correct. Right? That is correct. She was so ecstatic because now she is calling right after her ride from a freeway. She wasn't able to do that, and with sessions, she was able to change her perspective. Easily, effortlessly, just after a couple of sessions, she realized that yes, it was not rational. Yes, she is capable of. And what if something happens? Then she will know how to deal with it. And ever since then, she has been driving on freeway.
Correct. She was so excited. She was saying how slow she was driving, and people were honking. And it takes her a very long time to go from line A to line B. In fact, who that reminds me of a couple of days ago on TV, Oprah. Oprah was saying that she has not a fear, but she was saying how long it takes her to go from line A to line B on the highway. But again, right, facing the fear and doing it.
Yes, facing the fear is quite important, and it's like facing our happiness. It's just like that. Don't think that your fear is your enemy. Make it your own friend.
Alrighty. So looks like we're coming to an end of this podcast. This was fun. This video will be posted later today on YouTube. You will be able to find your podcast, I believe, Trudy. We have it on iTunes, Spotify.
That is correct.
And let folks know, how do they find us? Although I'm hiding behind the camera because, again, I am not video material, but you are. Tell us, how do we find you?
Well, you can find us at icoachhypnosis.com. We are on all major social media, on Instagram. We are also on Facebook. And we would love to connect with you. Please let us know how I can help you, how I can make your life better.
Very good. Also, we'd like to remind folks that, yes, they can go on your website, icoachhypnosis.com, fill out the form to get a free session with you.
That is correct.
And they can also call us. The phone
Absolutely.
number is on the website, whatever works best.
Absolutely, absolutely. All the description, all the details are in description bar down below. So guys, please let us know if you like this new format. Please let us know if you want to see some different topics, if you want to talk about diet, if you want to talk about something else, exercise, how I can help you, and how we can all pitch in together to be happy. So till next time, my friends, have a wonderful time.
Stop smoking, lose weight, or stop anxiety online with renowned master hypnotherapist Trudy. That's right, people throughout the United States have attended Trudy's life-changing stop smoking, weight loss, or anxiety hypnotherapy sessions. And now you can attend them too online. That's right, in the comfort of your own home or office.
Hey Trudy, thank you so much for the work that you do. I am so honored and so pleased to have worked with you. In just the 6 sessions that we did, I was able to break through layers and layers and layers of conditioning and trauma that I had been trying to resolve for years prior to meeting you. And within just 1 or 2 sessions, we were able to resolve it right away. So thank you, Trudy. I really appreciate you.
With Trudy's unique hypnosis approach, you are in control. You hear, move, concentrate with ease and without the effort. You experience powerful modalities such as hypnosis, guided visual imagery designed to destroy bad thoughts, cravings, compulsive emotional behaviors, and most importantly, put you back in control. Trudy's hypnosis sessions are hosted on a platform called Zoom that is HIPAA compliant. It provides you the same privacy and security that you would have as if you were doing a telemedicine appointment with your private physician. This provides you the perfect medium, plus your favorite chair, and yes, online virtual sessions are as effective as in person from the comfort of your home or office. Join the thousands who have turned to the #1 hypnotherapy method for creating healthy habits from losing weight, stopping smoking, reducing anxiety, and more. And yes, our program is not only for adults, but for children as well. And schedule your consultation today.